Live, I say live. We're live. I haven't been live in like, I don't know, a couple of weeks. Been busy. Everyone else has been live. The alien boy has been live a lot, so been letting him do it. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, so we're live. Nobody's here. Which is really not surprising. So I'm just kind of cleaning up, organizing. I don't know if you guys have tried these. What's up on Raz? Boo what? Who are you booing? I don't know if you guys have ever tried these. They're the Mott's fruit, like gummies, but they're not. They're gummy, but they're not gummy. Does that make sense? They're chewy more than gummy, if that makes sense. They are good. I thought they were going to be kind of gross. The only problem I've had with them is you can't get into them. You don't tear. Just boo because it's Monday. But it's a holiday Monday. So you had an extra long weekend, and then you have an extra short week. Oh, as to a ghost. Boo. Not boo. It was just boo. These are really good. I highly recommend these. They're different. They're not your classic gummy bear. Or gummy anything. And they're made with real fruit, or mostly real fruit, or something along those lines. Hey, look, I'm live. I just got a YouTube message that said I'm live. Stupid. All the 5-year-olds agree what? With boo, it's Monday, or these Mott's are really good? They are really good, too. I got a huge box of them from, I don't know. I think I actually got them from Walmart. I'll take these over regular gummy bears. I really will. They're good. And they're better for you, yeah, sort of. I'm sure they're still full of massive amounts of sugar. I wonder if it has an ingredients list. Let's take a look. Just because we can. Because there's nothing else to do. There is no ingredients on this little package. Keep kids safe. To avoid choking, give fruit-flavored snacks only to children who can swallow chewy foods. Children should be seated and supervised while eating. Seriously. It's so sad, the lawsuits in this world, because stupid people do stupid things and then sue companies because they're stupid. It's like, look, I'm stupid. It's your fault. I don't get it. Shouldn't be allowed. Anyways. So what's that? I got fans. Like, I don't have enough fans. I wonder how loud this is going to be. One way to find out. I think I can just unplug that one and plug this in. I think I even have the right plug. Even though it's not going to be mounted right away. Shall we see how loud it's going to be on this here printer? Why not? What else can we do today, right? Oh, the other thing I'm going to go over is this little puppy. Oh, is that nice? I think that's the answer to everyone's trials and tribulations. Let's see, if I remember correctly, this one right here is the part cooling fan, and I can't get it unplugged. There we go. Hopefully it's wired the same. We'll find out in a minute. Let's connect to the Pi. Let's do a screen share. Why isn't the Pi connecting? It should have connected already. The Pi's not connecting. Why is that? Oh, because it's not turned on, dumbass. That would help. Let's turn the Pi on. I don't know if you guys have seen these things. These are Wyze cams. They're HD. They're pretty nice. We actually got them because they're all Wi-Fi and everything. And we use them to monitor my father, who happens to wander away on occasion. So if he goes out a door, we have a camera. It trips my phone and says somebody just walked past the camera. And they're Wi-Fi. And they're USB powered, which is a good and bad thing, because it's a bad thing when it's outside. It's a good thing when it's inside. But you use their stupid little app. This is like the ultimate secure printer monitoring system right here. Because you just take their app and you can monitor your printer. I was playing around setting the cameras up for outside, and I was just putting them in front of the printer. And then I thought about it. I said, well, why not use these for printer monitoring? They're $20. $20 for this. And it's a good camera. It's good quality. Very good quality. The only thing I haven't figured out is how to do it on a computer screen. I'm sure there's an app or something to view it, but so far I've only been able to do it on the iPads and stuff. But I don't have the block here because I took it outside, but I was going to fire it up. But anyways, let's go back to the fan and see if I can fire that fan up. Let's see what happens when I fire the fan up. Fan on. Okay, is the fan on? Fan is not on. I wonder if it's backwards wired to this. We are connected, right? Yep. And let's make sure this fan is on. There it is. So this has got to be backwards wired. I figured so. Let's switch the pins. That's not hard to do. Fan off. So what are you guys up to on this Monday? Need glasses. I got them right here. I need my little tweezers wherever they went. Where did my tweezers go? My room is an absolute freaking mess. And I need to clean it. Somewhere around here, I have the perfect tweezers with a super fine point for popping the pins. So let's try reversing the pins. See, black's on the left. I think that one went. Those pull through, the black one's out. Gotta get the red one out. Of course, there's always one that wants to fight you. Bastard. Oh, come on. Thought I had you. Okay, that's just going to be a bitch. What's up, Sean? Updating the apps on my phone. I need a new phone. Yes, I need a new phone too. If I didn't have everything already in Apple and paid for and all on an Apple iPhone, I'd probably go with a Droid. Just because you can get the same features for like half the price with a cheaper phone. I wouldn't get one of them fancy $2,000 phones, that's for sure. No way in hell from either company. There we go. So if I put this one in here, like so, and of course I got to rebend it out because I overmushed it. Otherwise the tab won't stay out. Because I overmushed it. No, I'm not going to get the tab out, am I? I guess I broke it. I didn't just overmush it, I broke it off. That's sweet. Figures. Oh, I can't remember which side was which. Let's take another one out and look. I know I said it, but that don't mean nothing. Because I'm a space shot. Okay, I want the red one on the top. And the black one on the bottom. Because it was the other way around. Let's see if it'll fire up now. I'll just have to hold that red wire in there for now. Let's see just how loud these will be. Come on up, baby. Okay, did that red wire stay up in there? Looks like it did. Let's fire it up. Let's see if it goes shooting across the room. Fan on. Holy crap. It is cranking. Holy moly, that's a lot of air. Now, the big question is, they're going to let me do percentages. But I found a lot of these fans won't let you do a percentage. Terminal. Suppress temperature messages. Let's see, M106, M106, S. 255 is max. Let's go to 200. Okay, it slowed right down. 255 will be 125. That's 50%. And M106 S. Well, let's go 125. That's a little less than 50%. Is it still spinning? Or is it going to stop? No, it's still spinning. That is awesome. We'll go down to 25%. 25% of 255 is what? 25 and like another 12, something like that. 25 and what's up, Jake? What's up, John? Hey, RC's here too. What's up, RC? Let's see. What's a quarter of 255 is? Yep. 50 something, 50, 65-ish. Whoops. M106. The fan, S. Let's just go with 60 and see if it'll do it. I don't know if you guys have played with any of these before, but some of these fans will not spin at like 50% power. They just don't spin. They're not doing it. It's just not enough juice for them. This one's still spinning at S60. Is that what I put in there? Which is, I don't know. Yeah, 63.75. Yeah, there you go. Take the engineering type of guy. He'll give me a number like that. Yeah. So I did 60 and it's spinning. So that's new. Yeah, 255 divided by 4. I used to be able to do that in my head. What am I doing? I'm testing some fans I got in the mail to try out. Because I much prefer. Let me shut that off before I unplug it. Control fan off. Plug the other one back in because, come on, it's needed. I got some of the, whatever you call them. I call them turbo fans. There's a name for them. Keep thinking it should be radial, but those are actually radial. Is that a Bear? No, that's a really old Max Micron. Max Micron was building Bears long before Bear was building a Bear. That's about the only still original is a basic frame on that thing. It was all aluminum. When I bought it, that's why I bought it. I don't know if you guys know, but Max Micron was like a subsidy of Hicktop. From what I understand, I don't know the actual technical BS, but back in the day, if you remember the Hicktops, they were right there with the A-nets with the fiberglass or the Lexan frames with the, basic printers for $300, $250, $300. They were the cheapest of the cheap at the time before the Ender 3s. And I paid like $360 for that one because it was like a $60 upgrade to get the whole aluminum 2020 frame. I want the 2020 frame. I don't want the Lexan. Yes, that is what I put the SKR on. And I'm really liking the SKR a lot. Yes, the 50-15 fans. They call them something else. You hear them referred to as turbo fans, but one's a radial fan and one's a axial fan or something like that. And it makes no sense because they both go around and around and around. It's just the way they blow. One blows straight through and one, circles around and blows out a duct. These blow more air, but are usually quite a bit louder. This is a 24-volt version, which is not easy to find. They're not terrible to find, but the 12-volt and the 5-volt are much easier to find. I found some 24 volts that I immediately returned. I didn't have it an hour. I did the same thing I just did here, and I put it in there, and it sounded like a small jet engine was going off in my room, and it really wasn't pushing that. It wasn't pushing as much air as that one, and it would only run at 75% or higher. It wouldn't go down to 25 or 30% or 50% or anything. I shouldn't say that. It did run at 50%. It did that weird electric. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Only certain people, I guess, can hear it with their ears. There's an electronic whine of some fans when you slow them down, where the motor's actually struggling, even though it's going slower. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter because it's just the voltage that it won't spin at a certain volt. I mean, that's all they're doing is lowering the voltage on it to make it spin slower or amperage or whatever. Some of them just don't spin slower, and they whine when they do. Like a real high-pitched, if you can hear it, and it'll make your dogs howl. I don't know if you guys can ever hear that, but yeah, hamster wheel. There you go. Now, one of them called linear and one of them was called radial or something like that. I don't know. I can't keep it straight. Anyway, yeah, I've had some, especially, believe it or not, the 5-volt ones are the worst. They are really hard to run slow. The ones on the Llamacore won't spin up. They're Nocturas, and they're 5-volt, and they will not spin at anything less than like 60%. If I set it at 50, they won't spin. If I set it at 60, they won't spin unless I blip them. I know a lot of the slicers now have a blipping feature for the fan, so it kicks it up to 100 to get it spinning, and then they can drop it down. But those Nocturas on this thing over here, that's why I put a regular one on here, because these, well, you can't see it, but the brown Nocturas, they won't spin it 50%. They just won't spin. Oh, that'll help with the wind jig. I read about that. I didn't really look into it because I just figured it was a setting to say, no, you can't go less than this. Yeah, a lot of them won't spin at low speed. The Noctura will. Again, it's 60%. That brown, you can barely see it. It's like half above the thing. Actually, I probably have one right here. These aren't the normal Nocturas. They're the extra double widthy ones. That's all I buy. I don't buy the normal ones anymore. This, if I bring the camera back over here, this will not spin at anything less than 60%. It's actually like 63 or something like that. That's when it'll kick on. And then only if you blip it to 100. Now these again are the double wide 5-volt ones. Yeah, that's what these are. That's what's on that right now. The thing is this type of fan doesn't blow as much air as this type of fan. I have the Winslows of these too. That's what's on there right now. Winslow? No. I got the Sunloos. I don't remember. What the hell did I get on there? I thought I had one more of them. I guess not. I can't remember what the hell brand name they are. They're all right. I mean, they're good for what they are, but they don't blow as much air as these. These definitely blow more air. And they're just tighter. You can make it, it's a smaller duct, more compact. There's less feedback. Because the other thing I found with these things is you get a lot of blowback when you start pushing it down a duct. If you put your hand in front of it and duck, I don't know how to describe it, but if the duct volume is smaller than the fan volume, it won't pressurize and keep pushing like these will. It just blows back around the side of the fan. It'll escape around the side, and you wouldn't think it would because they're really tight to the case, but it does. You'll actually, if you put your hand in front of that fan right now, and I got a wicked wide opening coming out of the duct, it's like, I think it's 8 millimeters tall by like 16 millimeters wide. I mean, it's a big duct blowing down onto the nozzle, and there's still blowback. If I put my hand in front of it now, it's blowing. You can feel it's not pulling air, it's pushing air back out. Where these don't do that as much. They still do, but nowhere near as bad. These will pressurize the air and keep it going and just make it flow faster. These things are really good. Static pressure, there you go. The guy with all the knowledge. Who knows his stuff. I used to know it. I just can't remember it. Kidding. Rum, not wine. This isn't wine. This is red cherry juice. And it's freaking awesome. Cherry juice. Yeah, I don't remember. Those might be. I can't remember. There's like 3 brands. Actually, I can find out. Some reason I'm thinking Sun On or Sunlu, or not Sunlu, because Sunlu is a filament company I hate. Pretty sure it's Sun On. Yeah. You can even screen share it, and you can see all the crap I used to buy from Amazon back when I had money. Orders. My brothers give me a little bit, so I have a little bit. I bought a new phone for $25. The hats. Where is it? Should be right here because I got them after this. Socks. These are awesome socks. Oh, Sun On. Here they go. Why aren't they even? They're not even showing a picture of them. Yeah, they're only making the 2020. Oh, that is the 20, but they're not showing the picture of the 20. That's new. That's only the 10 millimeter wide. And those are actually the ones I got because I got these are Magna bearing or whatever they're called. They float on magnets. There's no actual bearing or bushing. Anyway, I gotta get these things. I need those. I broke my other set yesterday. Anyway, enough of that. What's up, red light? Why is it so humid? It's not even hot. It's 70 degrees. It's not warm, but oh wow, I never even changed my shirt. I still got my Joe Cool shirt on. Hey, you want some history? I bought this in 95, 96. Earlier. Graduated in 83. Went to college in 93. No, I went to college in 87. Broke my neck in 93. So I bought this in like late 90s, like 89. I was in college when I bought this Joe Cool. Had the shirt forever. As you can see, it's all worn out. I love my Joe Cool shirt. Snoopy, man. He's cool. Anyway. Boy. So what are you guys all up to on a Monday night? Maglev. Yes, that's it. If you guys haven't gotten it, but desktop garbage can doing well. Made a Brian Vines desktop garbage can. Yeah, but I already have a desktop garbage can. That's even better. Right here. I designed this like a year ago. And it goes with the desktop garbage can walker. And only Brian's designing something that's been around a while. Here's my desktop garbage can. That I'm not using for a desktop garbage can. I'm using it for a can to hold another desktop garbage can. That don't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Yeah, I'm not a normal guy. Anyway, and the other thing I'm going to try out, I spent all my money for the week because this was on sale, and I haven't tried this. Some Eeyore filament. Eeyore. Everyone calls it Erie One. It's not. It's Eeyore filament. Just got that. USPS is delivering today, by the way, or did deliver today. And I've got to say, I don't know if you can see that, where it's all white and blinding, but you can sort of see it. Look how nice that winding is. It's pretty damn good. Normal is boring. I hate them. Who do you hate? Eeyore? Yeah, I'm not a big fan either. Although Sunlu is my arch enemy, but I have a feeling, everything I've been looking at, I have a feeling this is Sunlu filament. I think Sunlu makes it for Eeyore. I like calling them Eeyore. It's just better. But I needed some cheap white filament, and this was actually cheaper than 3D Solutech. And I can't get my cheap that I used to get because they just disappeared. I don't know if you guys ever heard of these guys, and I need to get this roll off of here, so I might as well cut it off. I've had this forever, but it's almost gone. And it's Mindsmith filament. You guys remember Mindsmith filament? They came out, and I have a feeling they're the same base company as the old popular, what's the Amazon one that was popular forever and ever and ever? It was always cheap. Now I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, they did, but then they kind of stopped. And they actually started giving it away. And yeah, I don't think I'll buy ever again. I'm out of money. I have no money. And it was like $13 for a roll of white when it was the cheapest one I could get. And I needed some white because it's the only color I don't have. Hatchbox, yes. I have a feeling that Mindsmith is Hatchbox. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all made by, because I mean, if you look at their labels and everything, their spools, they're all very similar. I mean, they sometimes have holes in them and everything, but their labels are all the same. I mean, that could just be a Chinese copycat-y. The design company, they might be hiring somebody to design the label and say, here, make a label, and he just makes the same label over and over and over and sticks somebody else's name on it. Or it could be let's look like Hatchbox, so everyone will buy it thinking it is Hatchbox, which is why I bought the Mindsmith. I originally, when I bought that, I thought it was Hatchbox. I didn't realize it was Mindsmith. I kind of saw the label, and it was cheap, and it was on sale. I think I paid $12 for this like a year or two ago. I don't use white often. That's why I only have one roll. I really don't use white. I only use white for lithophane, which I just did a couple of really cool ones. I don't know if you guys follow what's her name. Whoa, creepy looking. Amy Double D. She does all the cosplay, and she put her Tesla key in her arm. It's kind of weird, but hey, whatever. She had the professional photographer do one of her like Queen cosplays. I don't know if you can see that. You're not going to be able to see that, are you? Nope, it's going to be too bright for the camera. Anyway, I made a lithophane. There you go. You can sort of see it there. Ooh, that makes it so you can see it. There you go. Came out pretty good. It's not perfect. There's a couple of layer misses, like halfway up, like right at the bottom of her eye. If you look, there's one layer. And then right at the top, there's a layer skip. Other than that, it came out all right. I saw that picture of her, and I was like, that's a lithophane if I ever saw one. So I made a couple. That one's better because I edited the photo before I made a lithophane to change the contrast a little, make it a little better. The first one wasn't quite as good. It's all right, but who? Eeyore 1, Eon 1, whatever they call it. They don't make theirs. I doubt they make it. They might. You never know. There's probably like everything. There's 2 or 3 companies making it all and slapping everybody's name on it in China. But I highly doubt they're making their own. You never know, though. The temperature is higher than most. It says 200 to start, not 190. I mean, all these spools must be exactly the same. Let me just do the other one. Put it over here. I mean, look at that. It's the exact same spool. This is almost a year and a half, 2 years old. This is theirs. This is Mindsmith. Look at the labels and everything. They're so similar. It's unreal. About the only difference is this one, it's a white and black and the arc, and they just changed the little line somewhere to make the white and black a little different. It's the same crap. Who knows who makes it? They keep changing their name. You can go on Amazon and 1 week buy a cheap, no-name brand, and the next week say, oh, it was really good, I want some more, and the next week it won't be there no more. I don't know. Everyone was bitching at him. I don't give a shit. We did a review. It seemed alright. I don't pay attention to reviews usually. If I'm watching them, I did watch it, but I quite often fast forward through it a little bit, or I just let it play like when I'm cleaning or working on something. It just kind of plays in the background and I half-ass listen. I've had a lot of people complain about their filament. You're one. Brian, who you can't get anyone more honest than Brian. He was bitching about it. But like everyone says, I think they had a bad batch come through. And that's that. Because what's his name just published one today. He got the rainbow that everyone was having problems with it, and he's having no problem. I also think it's a printer thing. Some printers, I'm not saying the filament isn't bad. It's just like this printer, I could put bad filament through it, and it'll still print it. You'll notice it. You'll get loose layers or skipping and not skipping in the extruder, but little spots that are missed in the print. But it'll print just about anything. I've pushed some really bad filament through that. I pushed some Maker Geeks filament that was football shaped. If you know what I mean. It wasn't round filament. It was actually football shaped. It was like 1.95 on the wide section, and it was like 1 on the thin. I mean, that's how badly it was out of shape. And that thing printed it. Matter of fact, that right there. If you look up there on the, right here, holding my window up, that's what that is. If I ever show you in a close-up of that, it's got whole areas of like holes and misses and skips and, and again, it wasn't the extruder skipping. It just wasn't pushing any filament out, or it was, pushing less filament out than it was supposed to because it was so bad. But it still printed it. That this stupid old MK extruder, you set that up correctly, there ain't much that's going to bind up in it. It has to be way too big. I mean, it would have to be in the like 2.0 or bigger size for it not to go through it. Well, print could. It did not print. That's not a clean print. That thing right there is a terrible print, but it still works. For that, who cares? Structurally sound, it won't break apart. That was my first concern. It was going to break apart. It wouldn't break apart. I mean, I printed like 40 or 50% input infill because I knew it was going to be holding the window up. And it still works. And that's just PLA. Everyone's like, oh, it's going to melt. No, it's not. It's not really holding any weight. That window slowly sags over time. If that's not there, after like a week, there'll be like a 1/2-inch gap in the window up top. If I leave it, it'll get another 1/2 inch. That window slowly sags. I don't know why. I should have had it replaced. It's a really nice Anderson window. That's not even, that window's 5-6 years old. I put these windows in. All of them. This room originally had old 70s wooden single pane glazed 6/6 crap wood windows. God, the heating bill dropped. I put, I don't know, $3,000 I put buying windows into this house. Put all new windows. You only got one wall left to do on that wall. The house still has the replacements in it. God, the heating bill dropped like $60, $70 a month. The windows were probably already paid for themselves just in heat savings. We used to put the windows up and then get that heat shrink clear crap. You wrap around the window, it gets all gummy, and then you take it off, and there's like gum all around your trim. That shit crap sucked. Anyway, what was Jake kidding about? Oh, 2.85 is so 2018. Yeah. You know, I'm kind of surprised we actually haven't gone. Well, hardware-wise, it's easier to make a printer for 1.75 because there's less pressure in the nozzle. So it's easier to seal it. You don't have to worry about sealing it as bad. Blah, 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 blah. 2.85/3.0 filament, though, should be better. I mean, especially when you start talking like Bowden tubes and stuff, you should get a better retraction settings. You should get better control. Because, the filament itself is thicker. So you're not going to get as much back pressure in the Bowden tube. You actually have more, but you know what I mean. Some more technical explain it more, but I think it should be easier to print with 2.85 with a Bowden. Although maybe not, because you're getting more pressure in the nozzle, so there's more pressure at the Bowden, so I don't know. Where's RC? He'd know more about that. He's all technical and engineering types. He could probably put in a word that would make more sense than I am. I'm going to try with my Bontex up on the NS3, printing everything in PGG for now. I'll wait for my Prusa ASA to arrive from Prague. Prague. I like saying that name. Prague. Sounds like a weird frog name. Prague. Yeah, no, that's direct drive. I'm gonna make that's my next major project. I'm not gonna jump on it right away, but the Core XY is going direct drive. And I'm seriously thinking about selling the Duet board and getting an SKR for it because I kind of really like the SKR. If it wasn't such a big bump, what I want to do is get the SKR Pro. It's got Wi-Fi, so it's almost the same thing as Duet. But it's getting up there in price. By the time you put the drivers and everything on it, it's $80. So by selling a Duet, which is fine, nothing really wrong with it. But if I sold the point would be to sell the Duet, put the SKR on there, and get $50 out of it, and get the $50 back from the Duet. But I don't think I'd get $50 out of it, so it's almost not worth selling it because there's nothing really wrong with the Duet. It works. I do think the 2208s or the 2209s are actually quieter than the 2130s that are on that thing. The 2130s 2130s are on the ING board. What the hell's on the Duet? They're not 2130s, are they? I can't remember. Both of these, this printer back here, that and this, both now run quieter than the Duet. They're quieter printers. And they're both running 2208s. That's got an MKS Gen 0, and that's got the SKR on it. and they're both quieter than that thing is. No, I would have to spend. Basically, my idea would be to spend $75 or a little bit less on an SKR with 2208s or 2209s. Sell the Duet and get $50 back out of it. In other words, sell the Duet for $120 instead of the $175 that they're selling for new. So in theory, if I spend $75 getting an SKR, sell that for $125, I get $50 back out of it, which I could spend on something else. And the SKR, I think, would be fine. And the whole point is that I could spend it on filament or something else and do some other mods to it using that $50 because I have no money. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a Duet. I'm just trying to conceive a way I can get $50 to do more modifications with. That would be my plan. I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with Duet. It's got no issues, really. I don't think it's I kind of like Marlin better. A little bit. I still find it's nice being able to direct feed like prints. I can take them right out of any slicer and just drag and drop it onto it, and it goes kind of like the Pi does, but it's kind of smoother and better. What I don't like about it is it doesn't show the G code. And I can't tell you how many times on a Pi, looking at their black and white tool head line movement, exact nothing else but what the tool head's doing, has saved me from mistakes. Because I always scan through it before I hit print on the Pis. And from what I understand, I took a brief glimpse at Big Tree's little, excuse me, something stuck in my throat. Big Tree's little web interface is very similar to the Duet's Rep. It's it almost looks like a mixture of Pronterface and Duet, if that makes sense. Looks like they literally stole graphics from both. I mean, the little movement head looks right out of Pronterface. You out of here, Jakey Matt? Where are you off to? You have no life. You got no place to go. You're just bored listening to me, aren't you? Not that I blame you. Later, Jakey Matt. I've been doing a lot of weird things. Sink strainers. I designed these years ago. And the ones that I have now, I put in a dishwasher, but after a while, they just, even the metal ones, if you bought real metal ones, they get kind of skanky, and I throw them out for a couple of bucks. So I design and print my own, and every time I've actually changed the design a little bit. Yeah, and I made some glasses holders. They're actually on the side of my cabinet here now. They're holding all my glasses. They just clip on like that. I made it a little wider in the real version, so two pair can sit side by side and not overlap. I've been doing all kinds of little odd things. Really not taking time to do videos or anything, though. I just don't have the time. This thing came out pretty good, though, and it's red. These go right through the dishwasher. This is this is how old this filament is. I still have a bunch of this crap. This is a Maker Geeks Raptor. Throw it in the dishwasher, and it anneals and hardens. Never have a problem with it again. I hit them with boiling water, and they don't deform. Yeah, I have the 1.3. If I was going 1.3, I'd get more than $50. But I don't know. The Duet's nice. It's just not. It's not $175 nice. That makes sense. in all reality, I think I like the Einzy board better than the Duet. A little bit. Mechanically, I liked it a lot better. Duet uses a lot of high-end electronics, but then their connections are the wimpiest pieces of crap. I'm surprised people are burning. They are, actually. I've seen a bunch of people bitching because the power connectors out to the bed and stuff are melting. Because they use those big, tall, wimpy green things that bobble around. And that's why I really want an SKR Pro. Because they went like all the good boards are doing now, and they're using the good old-fashioned automotive horseshoe connectors. Good connection, lots of amperage, low material. I don't know why more people aren't using it. It actually takes less material. I guess it's harder to attach it to the board. It actually has to be built into the board. It's not like a snap-on thing. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. For some reason they say it takes less amperage, though, which I can't fathom because it's a better connection. You're getting more surface area of connection with a horseshoe connector. So I don't see how that could be. Them stupid little green things with little itty-bitty screwdrivers that you can't even really clamp down on. And I feel like it's going to snap off the board if you tighten it enough. Hate them things. I will say the ones on the SKR are a similar setup. They are way more ruggedly installed / built. I mean, it's the same kind of connector, but they're definitely more solidly, it's bigger screws than it seems like, and they just don't wobble. The Duets, you can grab them and they like rotate on the board. Yes, the Einzy's 8-bit. It doesn't really matter for one of these. I actually bought this SKR because I was planning on putting it on either Speak Tom, the Core XY, or I was contemplating building a small Delta. But if I'm going to put it on the SKR, if I'm going to put the SKR on the Core, I really want the Pro because I really want it to be wireless because it's over here by a closet and having it wired is kind of a pain in the butt. Or this thing wired, or even hooking up a Duet is kind of a pain in Pi is kind of a pain in the butt over here. I like to just mount it to the table. Whatever. I want to try the Pro. I really wanted to try the Pro here, but I'm not going to get one yet because it's got a lot of complaints. The Mini does too. A lot of manufacturing complaints. Lots. And I noticed I was looking at them on Amazon, and I was looking at them to buy direct through AliExpress, which I can't do. I'd have to figure out a way to do it. But filament buffer. Didn't Pyro Design / Pooch / Repbox have one that works works outside the Repbox too? Did you look on Thingiverse for auto rewinder? They have a tensioner / rewinder. I understand it'll only rewind like a couple of back, but it always keeps tension on it so it doesn't freewheel. That makes sense. I don't know that much about it because I haven't really cared, so I didn't look into it, but that's what I understand. I think Pyro Designs published it on Thingiverse or Colts or My Mini Factory or one of them. I'm not sure where he uploads. Good stuff. Cherry juice. Yum. It is sweetened. It's not the tart cherry. That stuff's good too, but wow, is it tart. Yeah, I think there's a couple of auto rewinders now. And then, from my understanding, they don't actually rewind. They'll go back like 2 or 3 rotations, but all they do really is keep tension on the spool. so it won't free roll. That's what I understand. I don't know enough about them for sure. A cigar. Ugh. I used to smoke cigars a long time ago. Long time ago. Them little itty bitty ones. Ugh, they look like regular cigarettes with the tips. Back in the 70s and 80s, for crying out loud. Back when I smoked. I lose weight. My belly's sticking out. Time to stop eating. Anyway. So what are you guys printing? Anybody printing anything good? Yeah, I think Chris did do one on the auto rewinder, didn't he? How do you think about it? I'll design a drilled power winder. Doesn't really work because it just binds up everything. I kind of like Alien. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Alien designed his little 10-roll filament sample spooler thingy. It actually looks like it came out pretty good. Is he still using the window washer motor, or did he start? I know Lightspeed sent him some big, massive electric skateboard motors, which in all reality I think would be better. I don't know. Windshield wiper motors are actually pretty ballsy. I don't know. Him and RC did it. Is RC still here? Did he take off? I think he's still using the windshield wiper motor, ain't he? I think it looks cool. Seems to work. He was winding with it the other night. Winding away. Here I am designing yeah. Is Alien still Josh still using the windshield wiper motor, or did he start using the skateboard motors? He's still using the windshield wiper motor for his little winder, right? Little winder. Kind of a big winder, really. Nine hours into an 11-hour print. Yeah, I thought he was still using it. Do you think those? I don't know enough about them, but it seems to me that skateboard motors might actually get better. Otherwise, screw with something that works. Make another one. That way you can roll off 20 at a time. It's pretty cool what you guys did with that. You designed more than half of that thing in the long run. Seems anyways. Seems to work. Don't need this thing running no more. I know the fans will work. I have to design a new fan duct. Again. Actually, I really don't. I have one designed for him already. Oh, yeah, I've changed the length of the cooling tube. Heat break. I changed the heat break lengths. I did. Anyway, so this was a quick little thing. Probably gonna kill it in a couple minutes. Been on for an hour. Just yakking. It sure is. You can print my little evil candy corns or pumpkin heads, or I think I did a whole bunch of Halloween stuff a couple years ago. I should do a new one, huh? Grumpy Pumpkin is still probably one of the best. And sucks I didn't design it, but I was actually thinking about doing it when it came out way back. How long has that been out? 3 years now? It's pretty cool. Grumpy Pumpkin. I had a couple of evil candy corns. One of them's a multicolor print / multi-part you can put together. It's got all frowny candy corn face in it. Something different. Everyone does pumpkins and ghosts and witches and cats. So I did an evil candy corn. Just to be different. What else is very Halloween-y? Maybe I'll do an evil corn. Corn on the cob with frowns and fangs. Yeah, I printed Grumpy Pumpkin. That's the last thing I printed in ABS. I think I gave it away. I printed him in ABS on this a couple years ago. Bright orange. It was awesome. Came out beautiful. Did it like 1.5 size. It wasn't huge, but it was pretty big. Brought it downstairs. Everyone was like, "Oh, that's cool." I had a whole bunch of people and friends here. We put it on the dining room table and we're all sitting there talking. So kaboom, crack, smash, crack. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And then we look over and Grumpy Pumpkin and all like blown apart, all separated and split. And it was funny as crap. And it was loud when it blew apart. It split in like 4 or 5 places. It didn't really split. It just cracked open in spots. Oh, my poor knee. It was kind of bizarre. And it wasn't like right away. It was like 20 minutes later. I'd already taken it off the printer. And I didn't print it in a box. It was open just like it is right. It was sitting right where it is now. No heat. No, I did have I had my filament stacked here like I normally do, and I had a box here because I had the fan going over here like I normally do. So I just put a box on it to keep the draft from blowing across it. But it wasn't enclosed or anything. When it freaking blew, it was loud when it popped. I think I did a lot of layers. I think I did like 1.2 layer height with like 6 shells and 50% infill or something like that. I was just trying to burn off the ABS. And that's why I had the fan going, because I was printing ABS and I wanted the stink out of here. I actually had 2. I had that one going where it is, the fan, and I had another one in this window pulling it back out again. So there's plenty of circulation in the room. It was funny. I wish I recorded it because it was bizarre. I mean, I've had ABS prints split later, but not that loud as that. That was loud. It startled everybody in the room. It split, I don't know, 5, 6 spots. Probably find a picture of it if I really searched. Anyway, on that note, we've been on here a little over an hour. Hour and 4 minutes. Hour and 4 minutes and 45 seconds, it says. Anyways, I'm going to kill it. Printing replacement washing machine tub. Why? That's a really big print, isn't it? It's just probably going to break. I want to get into the PC some more. The humidity would stop. I'm going to have to make a humid box or something so I can print that PC some more. This stuff looks interesting. Not only that, the only other thing I don't like about it is it's been reading up a lot about it. It puts out some nasty ass gases when you heat it up. And you really should ventilate and be in ventilated / carbon filtered environment, printing with that PC Plus or PC in general. But yeah, I think I'm going to kill it. Have fun, guys. Go print a sink drain. These work really well, by the way. The ones I have now, I got them in green. One green, one blue, I think. They work really well. They just, layer lines just get skanky after a while. It's hard to clean them. They go through the dishwasher. No problem. I always put them through one time before I start using them. I might do a video on them. Anyways, I'm off. Killing it. Later, guys. Have fun. What's up, 3D Medic Vince? Did you just getting here just as I'm killing it? Oh, the hub, not the tub. Oh. Still, I don't know. Would that hold up? Isn't that kind of heavy duty for 3D printing? I don't know. I'm killing it. Later, guys. Have fun.